Welcome to Exam Sale. In this brief guide I will walk you through the syllabus for test prep, Section 2 Reading Comprehension, so you know exactly what to study and how the exam is structured. This section is divided into 4 equal domains, each carrying 25% of the reading comprehension assessment, and each domain is rated hard with scenario-based assessment tasks. Every domain lists an estimated learning time of 30 hours, which means a recommended total of about 120 hours to prepare evenly across all areas. You will face passages from humanities, social sciences, natural sciences, and law, and this overview explains the focus and the specific skills you must master in each domain. Humanities accounts for 25% and focuses on analysis of complex texts in philosophy, art, and literature. Difficulty is hard and the assessment is scenario-based with an estimated learning time of 30 hours. You will learn to interpret core arguments by identifying the primary purpose of a passage, distinguishing main ideas from supporting details, and analyzing the logical structure of arguments while recognizing authorial tone and explicit information. You will also master inference and contextual analysis, drawing implications from implicit statements, determining word meaning in context, identifying hidden assumptions, tracing relationships between ideas, and evaluating how new information affects the passage. Social sciences makes up 25% of the section and centers on critical evaluation of passages about history, psychology, sociology, and political science. Difficulty is hard and the format is scenario-based with 30 hours of recommended study. Candidates will learn to find specific evidence for claims, identify perspectives of different groups and the function of individual paragraphs, and recognize structural transitions that signal shifts in viewpoint. You will also practice comparative viewpoint analysis to compare contrasting arguments, assess authorial neutrality versus advocacy, spot flaws in reasoning, summarize any consensus or disagreement in the text, and evaluate the strength and relevance of supporting examples. Natural sciences is 25% and emphasizes understanding and synthesis of scientific reports, theories, and experimental findings. Difficulty is hard, the assessment is scenario-based, and the suggested study time is 30 hours. You will learn to parse technical descriptions of scientific processes, identify hypotheses and conclusions, and distinguish cause from correlation as presented in text, while mapping scientific terminology to broader concepts and evaluating the logic of scientific explanations. You will also work on data and evidence synthesis skills by learning to synthesize narrative data, identify the scope of generalizations, recognize challenges to established theories, infer consequences of experimental outcomes, and analyze the links between data and overarching theory. Law covers 25% and focuses on evaluating legal principles, judicial reasoning, and paired passage comparative reading. Difficulty is hard with scenario-based assessment and an estimated 30 hours of study time. You will develop legal reasoning and application skills such as analyzing legal arguments and judicial opinions, identifying principles that govern legal decisions, applying rules to hypothetical fact patterns, determining the implications of precedent, and recognizing shifts in legal theory or interpretation. You will also practice comparative reading analysis to identify points of agreement and contention between two passages, analyze differences in tone, evaluate how one passage responds to another, and synthesize conclusions from overlapping text segments. That covers the syllabus for test prep, Section 2 Reading Comprehension and exactly how each domain breaks down by weight, focus, difficulty, assessment type, and recommended study time. Focus your study on the specific topic skills described in each domain, practice scenario-based passages under timed conditions, and spread approximately 30 hours of targeted work across each domain to build the comprehension, reasoning, and synthesis skills you will need on exam day.